Shalom, shalom. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. The bonds to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation, brothers, pushing this word with truth, said with charity. And I'm going to call this, we are the Israelites. The information is out there. All right. Now, it's through the spirit. I'm just kind of meditating in the spirit, I watched this movie called Exodus, Gods and Kings, which it's a good movie, Of course, they do a lot of beating around the bush and lying about what happened, how it happened. But in the movie, a lot of those Edomites, they had on dresses. Like one of them had on a wig to make it look like he had curly hair. All right, like a mini fro. Clear as day as an Edomite, Another one had on, they had dreads and long braids, that came down that looked like dreads. Will show you that Esau know that in the Israelites, were a dark-skinned people. All right, and they depict this in certain movies that aren't us, but yet give it away with their costumes and the things they do. But it was a curse that we was gonna fall away from who we was, which that in itself is a sign. All right, because no other nation, all right. No other nation has that happen to, right? Matter of fact, let me get it in real quick. Salakia. Because that's one of the telltales how you know that we the Israelites is the curses is cleaving to us, all right? This is Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to start at 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of Yahweh thy power to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. So the curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter is on us for a sign. Single mother family, single mother households, that's a curse. A man leaving his wife, a woman being hardened against her husband, that's a curse. us having children and not enjoying them, that's a curse. Because Esau put you on child support, and you be like, fuck them kids. Or the Israelite woman use the system against you, to keep you away from your children because they gave them the power right now. So all these things are curses. It was going to be upon the Israelites for a sign. All right. But you kind of see, the curses kind of flipping to our enemies, like Deuteronomy say, now the Lord should put all of these curses on the heathen around about thee, but it's still predominantly on Jacob. Jacob is the one suffering at the bottom. Who else as a whole has this happened to? All right. This is Jeremiah, all right, 17 and verse 4. It said, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger which shall burn forever. All right, so a curse that we had that fell upon us all right, is that we was gonna forget who we was as a nation. All right, we was gonna go and serve our enemies, and how you know this is not talking about Babylon, right? Because we didn't discontinue from knowing we was Israelites. All right, that didn't happen until we came over here to this Babylon. All right, we still knew we was Israelites. All right, we still knew what tribe was what. You know what I mean? You still knew you was a Levite. You still knew you was a Judite or Issacharite and so forth. You still knew that. Go upstairs, son. What you doing? Hey. No, no. Mommy Yappa's back. Go back upstairs with mommy. So we knew we knew who he was back then, but until we came over here to Astaroth or the Americas, all right, that's when you see the us getting our heritage stripped from us, and they show you that, and we mention this movie all the time, Roots. All right, what's your name, boy? Kuta Kente. Oh, pow, Toby, and he got whooped so much to where he was like Toby. He gave in and was like, you know what, I'm just Toby. All right, because, you take a man's name, the name says a lot. It's ripping the identity from you. All right, like there's a movie, I forgot the name, it was about aliens, basically. And they came with this language. And the language, basically, because she started learning their language, she started picking up some of their gifts and things like that. But really, it's a part of our heritage of who we are. If we knew we was the Israelites, all right, it'd be a lot. If it was always a known fact, which it has been, but predominantly to the tribes, if it was always a known fact, it'd be a lot easier for the elect. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. You know what I mean? But we had to go under these curses. All right. It's part of prophecy because of disobedience. As a matter of fact, all right, because, all right, Salaki, I'm looking for the scripture. Great falling away in Bible. Salaki. 2 Thessalonians 2:9. Salaki. Let me grab this real quick. Hold on. It's in Revelation. Salakia. All right, the 2 Thessalonians 2:3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is destruction, the son of destruction." All right, which is talking about Esau, Edom. But that great falling away happened in what? The triangular slave trade. All right, which proves to Jeremiah about us forgetting who we was as a nation. All right, because that great falling away is when we as a totality forgot who we was as a nation. All right. Now, that was the, because you got to think about it. Jake that was over here, they were speaking Hebrew. They was getting sent back to, now you got to think, the northern kingdom that was over on this side of the planet, they were speaking Hebrew. All right. That's why Cristobal Colon, when he came over this way, he had Hebrew interpreters because he knew that the Israelites was over here. And he got over here, led over here, like what they call it by St. Elmo's fire, which is a chariot that led them over here, right? So, they went to Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, all right? And he was bringing them back to Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand and Great Britain and all over those places, or whatever the case may be. And we was going down in Spain, Portugal, and things like that. Because let me see if I can find it on DuckDuckGo, all right? Because I talk a lot about that search engine. Let me see if I can find it here. First slaves, Portugal, Spain. All right. All right. It says slavery in Spain, right? It says slavery in Spain can be traced to the Phoenicians and the Roman eras in the 9th century. The Muslim, Moorish rulers and local Jewish merchants traded in Spain and Eastern European Christian slaves. Spain began to trade slaves in the 15th century, and this trade reached its peak in the 16th century. The history of the Spanish enslavement of Africans began in the Portuguese. All right, enslavement of Africans began with Portuguese captains Anteo Goncalves and Nuno Tristado in 1441. That's crazy, 144, either both way. It say the first large group of African slaves made up to 235 slaves came with Lacurati D 3 years later. In 1462, Portuguese slave traders began to operate in Seville, Spain. During the 1470s, Spanish merchants began to trade large number of slaves. Slaves were auctioned at market at a cathedral and subsequently were transported to the cities, all right, over Spain. And this led to the spread of Moorish, African, and Christian slaves in Spain. By the 16th century, the population of Seville, Spain, were slaves, all right? So the first slaves, all right, came from Portugal, Spain, and they don't tell you that. Why? Because we was ruling at that time. All right, around that time, you got the King James. The Bible was what, 1611? So we was still in rulership, but we was coming out of power. All right, because of what? Because of wickedness. But that was the start of the great falling away, because the Northern Kingdom was already going through that, coming over to Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, all right? And they was taking us, bringing us to the Americas, all right? And they give you a small number, but the number was far larger than that. It wasn't no. So the truth is out there, the evidence is out there. And I'm going to end it with this, the infamous Deuteronomy 28. All right, the truth is out there, the information is out there. It's just whether or not you want to take the time and look at it. The scriptures, and the information, it's unrefutable. Everybody want to believe the scriptures until it come out. Oh yeah, we believe in that. Oh yeah. Oh, do you know that the Lord only cares about one people? Oh, God so loved the world. But then when you go into the word and you go into the etymology of these words, you find out that it's talking about the cosmos, talking about the order arrangement that he already set up, which are the Israelites. All right. So this Deuteronomy 28:68, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there you should be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So they just told you that Jake was being sold in Spain as slaves, and what was they bringing us? They was bringing us over here to Portugal, Spain. I mean, bringing us over here to the Americas, and in turn doing what? 25, 35, 45 sold. They was making a profit off of it. So that's, and in turn, they started putting English names on us, and English titles and surnames and last names that's accompanied with our slave owner, and how we got these English names, all right? Just like how Issachar called Esau what? The gringos. Why they call them gringos? Because they had green on when they had these green shoots on when they was getting conquered, and that name stuck with them. So, and that's why they speak in Spanish, because what? The Edomites that was speaking Spanish conquered them and made them speak their language. The information is out there. You got the Lost Lunar Stone of New Mexico. You got pyramids built all around you. Wherever Israelites said we used to build pyramids. For one, Jake was into that worshiping the stars shit. That's why, the Elder St. Benji went into that. That's why they aligned with the stars and all that, because Jake was bugged out. But whatever. That's another video. But with that, I just hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shurakakodash. That belongs to the apostle and elders, great millstone. Salutations, you brothers, pushing this word with you, sincerity, with charity. Shalom, shalom, shalom.